What is going on, everybody? So I wanted to give you guys a quick update on this cylinder tank that we've been servicing for, I think, closing in on a year at least. When we first got it, it had fish disease. We cured the fish disease in the system by dosing hydrogen peroxide to it. This tank was not able to really house much coral. And we're at the point now where we're getting coral here. You can see we've got some discosoma mushrooms, blues and reds, just basic stuff. There's only one AI prime light on this tank, so we don't have much light to deal with, but discosomas work well, softies work well. You see got some other variations of mushroom corals in here. And in time, those will spread and cover a lot of the rock work. Waving hand anthelias looking really good, growing like crazy, although I do want to keep that in check. We have some anemones sporadically throughout the tank, which the clownfish love. Got some leather corals, star polyp, all easy things. Again, there's only one AI prime light on here, so this doesn't get a lot of good coverage, and it's the PAR only reaches so deep and is only so strong, so we really got to deal with some very easy light corals. There was some aptasia in here that's been popping up as of late. I hit it with some kelpwasser mix, and so hopefully those will be burned and dead. But if I start to see more aptasia popping up in this system, I'm going to probably add aptasia eating foulfish, because I think we're safe here as far as I don't think it should nip on any of the coral in here. I think it should be good. So I think putting aptasia foulfish, one thing, the customer will love it. It's just the type of fish that they like, but also it'll take care of any aptasia that pop up in the future. All in all, I'm really happy with the way the system's coming along. I do want to put a lot more coral in here, different variations, maybe one or two more fish. But I just love this tank because it's so unique looking. It's different than any other tanks we service, and it's just kind of fun to kind of like watch it come along with corals and stuff. Look at that star polyp. Look at that. It's like making a bridge. That's really cool. Yeah, so we're about maxed out close to the amount of fish we can have in here. So I think we could probably get about another 6 smaller fish, maybe another 2 bigger fish, but we're closing in on our max here for sure. But I really want to load this up with corals. But it's looking really, really good. I'm very happy with the way it is doing. And we're here every 2 weeks, service it. It's a pain in the butt to clean, but man, I just serviced it today and I think it looks great. So if you have any suggestions of what you think would work well in this tank, keep in mind the lighting parameters, let me know. All right, here we are at the next customer's house. I just want to share this tank and how it is doing. It's looking good, softy dominated tank. See our beautiful red discosoma mushrooms, blue discosoma mushrooms. Love these guys, they're growing great. Rock flower, we got a little carpet anemone. Got an awesome blue plating sponge over there that's growing like crazy. Big fan of that. A little starfish in the middle there. Star polyp growing on the overflow. Feather duster, we need more of these feather dusters in this tank for sure. Now the lights were off, I just turned them on for now, but usually those zoas are out a lot more. Another carpet anemone. Got some bubble tips over here, which are slowly taking over the tank. Green canyon tree, leather coral. This is an SPS here that is encrusting. I love that. I am scared that the anemone is going to come over here and sting it and we're going to lose it. That's what sucks about having anemones. Pali grande, pallies. Toadstool coral right here, which is getting stung a little bit by this green anemone. Man, these anemones are taking over. Look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out. Thank God I got one where I can actually take it out of the tank. If trying to take these guys out of the tank when they grow too much, it's really, really hard because they wedge their foot so deep into the rock work. It's like you can't really get them out unless you tear them up and kill the anemone, which and they just create a big mess throughout the whole system. But yeah, this tank is really like doing really well. And I don't know, I'd like to add some more stuff in here. And look, I mean, the SPS is doing good and crusting. I like to add more SPS. I guess potentially we could do it on the bottom here to keep it away from the anemones, but yeah, I'm just doing a water change right now. I'm gonna probably do about 50% because we have an eel in here that's hides in this area right here. We got a bunch of fish. We have look at this one right here. How often do you see this one? A marine beta. A marine beta that's been in here for, gotta be over 10 years now. Got a yellow tang over there. Look at the marine beta. Awesome fish. Blue throat trigger, anthias, clownfish, skunk clownfish right here that are really enjoying the anemones. Blue hippo tang. Yeah, a bunch of fish in here. So, and they get fed really, really well. And you can see we got these clamshells littered on the bottom there, which I'm going to take out. But the nitrates and phosphates the phosphates are high today. The nitrates are probably running around 10, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do a big water change today, 50%. Oh, we also have an aptation eating filefish. There's a blue throat trigger. And this guy, this little coral banded shrimp. Now he lives right here where the snowflake eel is, and he's keeping safe from the snowflake eel. I was a bit worried that the snowflake would eat him, but he's hanging in there. He's staying alive. There's also a clingfish in here, which I can't find. He's about. If I find him, I'll put him on the. I'll film him for you guys. But that's another great fish. But anyways, yeah, everything is going good here. Want to add more coral, probably 1 or 2 more fish, and then we'll be done with this tank. So when I add those 2 fish in here and add the coral, I will definitely videotape that so you guys can see how that is going. But yeah, today we're just doing just a regular maintenance and a water change. Antheus is an absolute boss. He's so mean to everybody. But I'll film everything that we do in this system because we've been serving this tank for multiple years, and I love to see the growth. And it is more of a chill, easy to take care of tank. We're just doing anemones and softies, really. Nothing too crazy. They are really, they like the movement of the anemones, and they really like their fish. So I'm not gonna try to get like any type of like crazy corals in here. It's just not worth it. And I think that like things like the discosoma mushrooms add a lot of color. Probably add some more discosoma mushrooms or different types of mushrooms to give us more color. And I definitely want to add more rock flower anemones in the substrate. I think that'd be dope. And I think that will keep us safe from losing anything too if the anemones get too out of control. All right, on to the next one. All right, our last system for the day, another customer we've had for quite some time. Now this is an original setup from us at Tanknicians, and these aren't original corals from us. But we've been servicing it for about 5 years now, and I love how these rock flower anemones are actually starting to have babies. They're just popping up everywhere. I'm a big fan of rock flower anemones in the sand bed. I think they add a lot to the sand bed, a lot of color, and if you have them for a while, they'll start to reproduce in your tank, and you'll get a bunch of little babies in your system. You got the nice Echinata right there on the sand bed. Got some Paligrandus, and let's give you a quick tour. These trumpet corals were doing great. But then we had waving hand anthelia that wedged itself in there, and I had to pull all that waving hand anthelia out of there because it was stinging the trumpet coral. So those are making a comeback. And Space Invader Pectinia, doing awesome. Star Pop over here on the overflow, growing great. Zoas are growing good. We got this big old Monopora, red Monopora cap, which isn't showing up great. I wish it was a little bit more red in the system. I got Pavona growing. That waving hand anthelia, man, I'm always having to go in here and have to pluck that out. It's a pain in the butt because anything it touches, it will sting. We also got some sponge in here that I need to get rid of, but that's like a weight-bearing piece of rock, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get that sponge out of here. A big old monster colony of hammer corals, right? Looking amazing. We got an Incredible Hulk Lepto that is encrusting up the top there. I just recently put, I wanted to show you guys this. This Duncan coral was thriving, absolutely was going bonkers in the system. But then the system started getting tons of aptasia, so we put 2 aptasia-eating filefish in here, and for whatever reason, man, they were housing these Duncan corals, just going off on them. So I ended up having to catch the aptasia-eating filefish out of here, and now the Duncans are doing much better. Recently, I put in this little acro, and I'm really hoping, this was about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I think, yeah. And I'm hoping that both of these corals, the SPS, will start to grow. I put that toadstool in here also, which the lights just came on, so it's all right if it's not doing great right now. I added this trumpet. So all the new corals that I put in about 2 weeks ago are all looking legit. They're all looking good. There is a lot of pulsing xenia in here, which, again, like the waving hand anthelia, I got to constantly pull out with pliers and pluck it out, which is like trying to like get weeds out of your garden. It's so annoying. Put some zoas in here. We have this rainbow Pectinia, which is really colored up. It's not as fat as I would like it to be, but the colors are starting to get much better. We got some green in there now and that bright pink. Chalice corals. Chalice corals are killing it in this tank. Great color. Look at that blue and that pink. Great color. They're doing great. I want to put more chalices in here. Euphyllia's starting to come back. These were struggling, and now they got little babies popping up again. This tank has had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of swings, and right now we're on a upward trajectory, and I'm gonna work my hardest to keep it that way, keep us doing good here. Like, I put this Hollywood Stunner in here about 2 months ago, and it's already encrusting. The polyps look great. So all in all, I'm really happy with the way this tank is going. There's a lot more work to be done. Just because it's an old system doesn't mean the work stops. You got to continuously work hard.